that has no end. It just keeps going on, my friend. It's a pandemic that has no end. End. So anyway, I haven't fully gotten a chance to watch that video, but apparently there is something going on with the Rona, and it may be back. So anyway, the only things that we want back is Arnold Schwarzenegger when he says, "I'll be back." We don't really want the Rona back. Can it just go away? Can it just go away? So anyway, apparently, and I said this before, it's because there's absolutely zero leadership on eradicating the flu. Remember? Eradicating the flu. Anyway, there's if you guys haven't seen MedCram has a new thing which talks about why certain people never got the Rona and why. And if we had doctors that could, or scientists or anybody who wanted to work together on something similar to that to make it so that you would never be able to get the Rona or the flu of any other kind. Because again, just because you get the flu doesn't mean it's nice. Can we just eradicate this? It's been around for a long time. This is 2022 going into 2023. If we had anybody in the leadership who wanted to at least eradicate the flu, maybe by 2030, by the time we can get on ships to go to Mars, maybe we could do that without bringing the flu over to Mars. Maybe that's something that might that might make the Galactics give us a free pass to be able to explore further than where we are. Because even if you don't think so, the Galactic Federation doesn't particularly want human beings, disgusting, despicable, germy human beings, to take their disgusting things that we have and bring it over to different planets, which may be part of the reason why we are a one planet life form at the current time. We're stuck on planet Earth for the most part. They say you can make it to the moon, but that's still rather dubious. Anyway, enough said. So maybe if we made a pact with the Galactics, we might be able to get out of this mess. We might be able to fly off this rock and go visit some cooler places out there, or we can keep being human beings, selfish as always, and not have any leadership on trying to eradicate, because we want to keep selling the night quill, the day quill, all the different quills that you can get, except the ones that write. Does anybody still use a quill? Anywho, look at this. This is Revolt. It's not revolting. In fact, it is one of the coolest video games from the past, a blast from the past that I love. Loading data, do not remove memory card. Okay, that's cool because we can't remove the memory card anyway, even if we wanted to. Start the race. We're going to try championship. And today we are going to try the next one. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. We unlocked... That was inviting right there. We unlocked some new cars. So these were the first 3 cars that we had access to. The top one was pretty cool. What is it called? Fat Slug? No, that's the bottom one. If you press up, it says Dust Mite. That's the one in the middle. And then we had the RC Bandit on the top. All 3 cars pretty cool looking. Now we have a bunch of new cars. What is this? Moss? Really? Harvester, Grudge, and then these other 3 I played around with just the other day. They were all pretty cool. And this really cool pink one, and these 2 new ones over here. So my favorite out of these 2 here are, whoa, what the heck? The Panga TC. The Panga TC is my favorite. The Evil Weasel. You would think that the Evil Weasel, considering how conniving, pesky, son of a gunny that I am, nutcrackery, you would think that the Evil Weasel would be my favorite, but instead it's not. It's the Panga TC. So I'm going to I'm going to select the Panga TC, and we're going to try to do the gold cup. We have already shown you guys that we can beat the other 2 cups, so we're going to try to get this one. And the chalice of eternity. As I can't remember how that's. Can't remember which video that was from. Maybe it was in Indiana Jones at some point. The chalice of something. So let's go. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that there's a new Indiana Jones movie coming? No, of course you don't. Or maybe you do. Maybe the advertising is so good that you guys got to see that already. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we're in front for some reason. And let me guess, I went the wrong way. Yay, I went the wrong way again. Where am I supposed to go then? What? It's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those guys. It's one of those guys where we had one of these issues just the other day, right? We had one of these issues just the other day. I couldn't remember which way I was going. But this time, oh, let me just shoot the snoot out of that thing. Am I going the wrong way, by the way? Everyone seems to be going the other way. I can't really tell. Maybe, okay, so I went the wrong way once more. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a guy that fell in a pothole. Wait, what? Are you supposed to go down that thing? I don't know. Where are you supposed to go? The arrow just sends me this way. If you keep going this way, you're going to smack into that thing. Okay. Guys, this is one lap out of 5, and I just can't tell where I'm supposed to go. Is there a way out of this thing that doesn't lead to total humiliation? And I guess the answer to that question is no. You can't go through that door. That's just a texture. That's just the door texture. You can't go through there. So this is the wrong way. It keeps telling me, no, don't go this way. But we went this way before and it was okay. I have no idea how to get out. And you wonder why the computer itself struggles with this. And, look at that. How interesting. You can go through this bit. This doesn't get you anywhere, though. It's the wrong way. There's a triangular exit through a... Can you go through here? No. That's not the way it wants you to go. It wants you to go this way. Okay. Is this the correct route? Oh, yeah. Okay, you can go through here. That's pretty cool. Again, this is the problem. This is the problem I've been experiencing a lot lately. Oh, you're supposed to go either left or right. But guess what? I'm going straight. Why? Why, you ask? I don't know. This requires you to do a U-turn. Okay, U-turn. Whoa, whoa. This is not a white picket fence. But if it were, it would be even more confusing. So I guess that's why they didn't make it one. I guess. 1 lap out of 5. I'm still not sure this is the right way, but so far the arrow is saying good job, so we're going to just follow the arrow and stay on the straight and narrow. Oh. What the heck? Okay, that's pretty good. I saw one car, so I'm still 4th. Why am I still 4th? I saw another car and it made a mistake, so I should be ahead of that car, and yet no. Somebody's underwear. That's pretty hilarious. Look at the size of that underwear. Look at the size of that underwear. Anyway, we're finally on lap 2. No, not that way. Yes, that way. I'm starting to get how this works. It took long enough. Wait, why am I still 4th? I swear I just saw another car going the other way, and yet I'm still 4th. I don't know what's going on. You are still fourth, man. Now you're going the wrong way, man. Brah, you suck. You suck. Brah, you suck. Wait, why? Why was that wrong? Now it's wrong going this way? Is there a right way at this point? Unbelievable. No, you can't go through there. Okay, got it. This is where I got stuck earlier. I haven't gotten any better at this. It tells me that I'm going further away from my destination, so maybe we should be going Bertha Ballisti or Ballistai. Bertha Ballistai is winning the race, and I am clearly losing the race. I can't complain about the car. The car is pretty fast. It's pretty good in so many different ways, but I'm going the wrong way apparently. And no matter what I do, I keep moving away from the target. I keep moving away from the target, and I don't know why. I thought I was going the right way. It takes at least one horrible loss, I guess, to get you back on track. Now it's telling me that I'm wrong. Okay, so it wanted me to go this way, but not in here. It wants me to go through. There's nowhere to go through there. There is a way to go through. Oh, there is a way to go through here. So you can spin back, use a drift thing, and go through here. So now we might be able to get to lap. Okay, you can pick one of the two directions, or you can go through that thing, which slows you down a lot. There's a U-turnish looking thing. Drift around there. Now it tells me that I'm going towards the target, which is nice. Nice for a change. Where does it want me to go? Now it's happy for me to go through here. Before it was telling me, no, this is wrong. So we're getting closer to Bertha Ballisti. Ballistai. I'm in fourth place. Can we just skip over? Can we start again? I think I kind of know where I'm going now. Yeehaw. Where should we go? Oh, this is the bad part where I get confused to where I'm supposed to go. I think it wants us to go this way, right? Go this way. Oh, no, that was wrong. See, I will never get this, but where? Do you want me to go through the... Oh, it wants me to go through here. Goodness gracious, why is that so hard to understand? You have to go through the house. And now we're wrong. So I was right, but I was wrong at the same time. Can you be right and wrong at the same time? Only if you're playing this game. So I am lost in translation and in space. I am lost. I can't tell if I'm ever going to get any closer to my target. And at this point, I do not see any. I don't see any progress happening. Whoa! Don't hit that. So now I'm good again. So where should I go? Is this the way? No, it doesn't like it. Oh, okay. They finished the race. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Somebody's still going to try to hit me while... Why would you want to, though? I've lost the race already by a lot. Okay, so this is where it wants me to go now. This is very confusing to me. I don't understand. I do not understand why this is underwear time. Yeehaw. Okay, yay. Go straight. Oh, okay, go straight through. So confusing to me. And you're like, that was obvious. Why weren't you just going there? It was not obvious to me. Obvious to you, but not obvious to me. So, okay, this is good. This is good practice. So if this does happen to you guys, just go through it anyway. Why? Because at the very least, the next time you run the course, you will have a better idea, a better chance of going through it correctly. So you guys noticed my first impressions were, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, don't know where I'm going. It's impossible, it's impossible. And then I stuck with it. I stuck with it. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy who doesn't want to put the work in. Just don't be the guy who doesn't want to put the work in. Theoretically, I need to go through the triangle. Right now it's saying okay. Before it was saying go back the other way. I don't know why. I've gotten to the point where I don't question things too much. Okay, so maybe we're going to be... They lapped me like 20 times by this point. Okay, so we have to go through here. Okay. Well, at least that's progress, right? At least that's progress. No, that's not progress right there. I was doing so. Again, this would be really cool if I could play this using the Real Flight controller or any of those more like DJI kind of controllers. Again, in the old days, RC cars were sold out of the box with those really cool controllers. Then they stopped because people liked pistols. Everything is better with a pistol. And so now everybody has a pistol grip controller. And if you want to set it up the other way, you have to do a lot of work to get it to run the other way. And in some cases, if you're not very good at what you're doing, you will just screw up the whole vehicle. And so it's better to just learn how to do the pistol grip controllers, because those come out ready to run out of the box, no problem. They work rather well. Do they work as well as the other controllers? No. Are they as good? Because the cool thing about doing those controllers rather than pistol grip is you can jump from one to another, and so many different vehicles. Again, boats used to have those too, and then people were so happy with the pistol grip controllers that they switched over. Again, this goes back to that thing that I was talking about before in one of my previous lives today. Why things eventually fail, even those things that you thought were going to be rock solid like Twitter, until the end of time. Twitter was going to be the unbeatable town square of reliable information forever, or so they thought, until it wasn't. So just understand that because you won the what do you call it? You won the battle today, doesn't mean you get to win the war. You just won the battle. The battlefield is a continuous thing. And so eventually, one of the things that you will notice is eventually, if enough people put enough effort into something, then they might come up on top the next time around. You thought you'd won, but your victory was short-lived because you didn't win the war in the end. And again, you might always want to win the war, but at some point, as someone much wiser than me said, someone has to agree to lose. Somebody has to agree to lose, otherwise it will never end, right? We all know that the only way to really end a war when the other side is not willing to give up is by eradicating everything that exists that is left. But, in the modern world, that is not as easy to do as it used to be. And that is a good thing because, to eradicate a whole people, seriously, you know what I'm saying? Just because you didn't like a couple of them. It's a hell of a thing. But people have tried. They tried. They have tried. And some people still love those people who tried. Kanye West. Kanye West. Apparently, there are still people out there that have completely lost it. And people actually voted for that guy. They thought that he would make a good president. It makes Donald Duck look pretty good at that point. Anyway, enough about politics. Enough about politics. We're going to leave that. I'm hoping you guys are having a great holiday season. 'Tis the season to be thrifty, because not all of us have endless capital to throw around, but for those who do, you could buy this game. I don't know, maybe they still sell it on eBay. It's been gone for a while. I mean, this is an amazing game, blast from the past. PlayStation, I don't know, it's PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. Can't remember. Go look it up. I think it probably said at the beginning when I was, before I went into the menu to select Revault the game, it probably said whether it was PlayStation 1 or 2. If not, I don't know how you would know. They had this game for the PC as well. And again, these are not the best graphics, but I'm running it at lowest graphics because I just want it to run really well. Again, I have a Raspberry Pi 4, which could run this even better, but those things occasionally just burn. They explode. Just like LiPo batteries. So I'm not running that right now, also because I would have to update, and I'm so sick and tired of updating things, whether it be Windows, whether it be the latest and greatest software for a drone. I'm just tired of updating. I just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy whatever ride I am riding. And so this is one of the cool things about retro technology. Retro technology, as I said before, had a few things that really was amazing going for it. And one of those things was it was easy to change out batteries. The whole technology, whether it was a phone, whether it was remote control cars, all those things, it was easy to change out the batteries. No problem overall. Everything was hunky-dory when it came to all that stuff. And also when it came down to the software that was running those things, it was rock solid, rock solid. Look at this. I mean, I've been playing this video game off the Raspberry Pi. It is rock solid at the level of console. No bugs, no delays, nothing. It just runs smooth, like moonshine and a bunch of the good stuff. There's a fun song that keeps repeating, God makes the good stuff. So whether you care about that or not, it's just true about the old technology. It just was. It was rock solid, except for one thing. There was one thing. The old Xbox. I'm not talking about the new Xbox that has been updated and made to be oh so much better. But when the Xbox first came out, it was the only console. Whenever I went to video games stores, things like, I think GameStop still exists. Maybe it's the last video game store available these days. But whenever I went to any of those stores, the one machine that always had a dark screen or crashed and got stuck on a specific screen or image, that was the Xbox, which made people not think that the Xbox would survive and keep going. But apparently they were able to somehow still have enough funding and all that good stuff to make a product that was absolutely garbage into something that is way better today. Again, never owned one of those because I was so put off of it. I have owned a PlayStation 1, the first one, a PlayStation 2, and I do think that I I can't remember if I own the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4. I think it's the PlayStation 3, and that's courtesy of my next door neighbor, who was super nice and just gave me one, just like that, just like that. So that was a really cool thing. I may be doing some live streams running that. We already did a temporary video just to try out and see if it worked out. But again, most of the time, unfortunately, my daughter is like so busy with so many different activities that she never really has the time to hang loose, to just relax, and to play fun videos and stuff. And we try to do a couple of those in the garage and stuff. So now that I have this new cool screen and it's a pretty good setup and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure that the PlayStation 3 or 4, I can't remember, most likely 3, I think it's probably 3, should run on the screen, which makes it nice, easy to do the live streams like we're doing right now. And yeah, maybe we could play a couple of video games like that. Again, in the beginning, I had all these ideas, do it in the garage, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But sometimes best laid plans, right? Best laid plans don't turn out so well. And so things change. People change. That's what they say. But in some cases, it's just circumstances. All right, looks like I have the last few minutes to run one more race, and then I've got a skedaddle, as they say. Skedaddle, it's sure that's also in the dictionary somewhere. Continue. Play just a little bit longer. I love this car. It looks really cool. It looks a lot like some of the RC cars that you can 3D print and that I created through the with the help of a lot of amazing artists and that are on CG Trader. I think I may modify some of those things so that I can stick it on some of the cars that I currently have. Although they were designed for a specific car, I no longer really have the new bright, and it's not really that strong. The motors that come with those cars are not really that strong, so maybe the added weight of a 3D printed shell could make it or break it, right? Make it or break it. So the performance might not be the best. But again, I made it so that the RC car shell would be very durable. And so they are for sure. But at the same time, that's not ideal for that. And also, again, as I said before, there are so many different models available on the CG Trader for those people who want to give it a try. Again, you don't have to buy it. I would be so happy to just give those things away to people, so long as you have a 3D printer and are willing to even send me like a very simple image of the 3D print that you made. Been trying to get that done. I even went as far as giving away 3D printers to people. I gave 3D printers away to people for free to see if they would participate in the YouTube channel and do some 3D printing together. It did not work out well. Again, it's an amazing thing, 3D printing. It is the future of building stuff in communities and stuff like that. But at the same time, it is still really, really difficult. So there's only a very, very small niche group of people who know how to do 3D printing. And so it makes it very hard. And most of the people who do 3D printing don't want to share their 3D printing ideas or adventures and stuff like that. They just want to do their own channel and stuff. YouTube is really not a community in many ways. In some cases, there is a lot of stuff that goes on YouTube, which is kind of strange. It's very strange. You would think that more people would want to collaborate with each other and do fun stuff together, but it's not. It's not really like that. In fact, as I said before, I've been on YouTube for the very longest time, and I was only able to do like a couple of collaboration projects with just a few people who I knew in real life, and some of them I didn't know in real life, but were kind enough to collaborate. But most people don't. They wouldn't do any collaboration stuff if it was the last thing ever. So just so you know, if you're like one of those new YouTubers, you just open up your YouTube channel and you think that you're gonna find somebody to collaborate. Not really that easy. Not really that easy at all to find people. And again, it's part of that is because people have busy lives. A lot of that is because people are worried. I don't know. I think maybe it is the YouTube community itself that discourages people from collaborating with each other. Perhaps it's just one of those things that they teach you inside the YouTube Google tutorial system. Don't take part or participate with other people. It, I don't know, slows you down. I don't know, decreases the popularity of your channel. I don't know. But whatever it is that I'm not in the know of for some reason, it does not make the platform that good. In fact, that is part of the reason why I feel like YouTube is dying a little bit. Although in some cases it still works, but in some cases it doesn't so much. And I found that it's actually easier to collaborate and do things with YouTubers of different specialties, for instance. So let's say if you're a YouTuber that does remote control cars or something, you are more likely to find somebody to collaborate with you that is from a different field, for instance. Maybe they are all about patchwork and they do quilts or something. They're more likely to promote your stuff on their channel rather than someone else who's doing remote control cars. And I think that that is just the nature of business in general. The people don't want you to steal their thunder or whatever it is. But in my case, the entire channel is designed to promote other people's work, not just mine. In fact, most of my work gets promoted maybe like one every few videos. If you take a look at the stuff that I do in general, there's probably maybe like 10 videos on Marvination and Meow Meow. My two old companies that I burned to the ground because I was an idealist, naive idealist. The naivete was what ruined it. So yeah, ladies and gents. So that is a trick there if you want to be able to collaborate with people and their channels and stuff. It is easier to find people that are doing different things. So for instance, if somebody's doing politics and you are doing knitting, there's a good chance that if the other YouTuber is nice, they may put a good word for you or whatever. You may be able to collaborate with them because they're not worried that the eyeballs that are looking at their channel may switch over to the eyeballs that are looking at your channel, which again, close to 9 billion eyeballs, you know. The what do you call it? The stats, the official stats will tell you that there are at least 8 billion eyeballs that have been recorded at this point. I know it's more. I know it's probably closer to 9 billion, but that would be unpopular. So then people would start thinking about people control and stuff. So they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because otherwise the people control people will just get wild and they'll start another Rona. Maybe this one will be even worse than the previous one. So anyway, enough about that, guys. I'm going to lose the race, and with the perfect score of 8 out of 8, we're going to leave it here, and I'm going to see you all very soon in the next one. So thanks again for joining me on this little ride. Take care, guys. Have an awesome day.